Welcome to the start of my Mono Dragon run for Pokemon Silver. Yeah, there was only one vote, and it was for dragons, and I'm kind of thankful it wasn't for ice, to be honest, because it's pretty cold and snowy outside right now, and the last thing I need is a reminder of that while I'm playing this game. I guess on the plus side we have White Christmas. On the downside we can now not get rid of this stuff, and it's everywhere. I suppose if I was younger I'd appreciate it because I could go snow sledding or something, but it's like, you get older, like, no. Like, forget playing in the snow. It's evil. It makes you have to drive longer, causes you to have control issues with the car, because it also has slip and slide a little bit, because, you know, it's icy out there in the morning. Just all around sucks. Plus, it's bitterly cold, so I'd have to bust out some really warm clothes if I wanted to go sledding, and honestly, I couldn't imagine myself wanting to climb back up a hill again nowadays. But yeah, it's time to get some dragons and save the world. Yet again, I suppose. Let's see. I guess there are a lot of mysteries to solve with Pokemon. I never seem to get any closer to solving them, no matter how many times I play this game. Maybe better at battling, not solving mysteries. I've tossed around a few ideas here, but I think we'll go with, Draco. After all, it does literally mean dragon, so, you know. And plus, you know, it still lets me shove in a reference to, Dragonheart. I suppose I could have made myself, you know, Draconis or something if the name was a bit longer, but, you know, we have to be denied having something like that, because, you know, we can only have, what, 7 letters? It's so little fun to be had there, right? And yeah, we're gonna be going with Team Kaiju, you know, for a nod to Godzilla. Because why not? He's the king of the monsters, and dragons are the king of the Pokemon universe. You know, after Psychics, I guess. I'm so used to Psychics just being, top of the roost playing Gen 1 and Gen 2 so much. You don't usually mess with Psychics for the most part. They have their counters, it's just too bad they can usually get around them. Or at least Alakazam can, with Fire Punch and Ice Punch and Thunder Punch at its disposal. There's very little that really, hinders Alakazam in the long scheme of things, besides maybe like Umbreon. And that might be the only thing that hinders it. Mostly because Umbreon's got pretty solid defenses, and can counter with Toxic. Kinda sad, right, that we have a Pokemon whose only real gimmick is it can stall you out. Though Umbreon has been part of baton passing strategies and stuff before too, so it's definitely had its utility. It's just very much a one-trick pony for the most part. Especially with all the nerfs they've given to baton passing competitive play over the years. Or at least the most common competitive formats. I'm also not sure what starter to take, somewhat. I mean, I'm probably going to take Chikorita, I'm guessing. After all, if I take, the Fire type, I already know I'm going to be trying to give one of the Dratini's, Rain Dance and Thunder, if I can afford it. I'm not sure how many Dratinis I'm really going to be running in this run. I'm guessing 2 or 3. They're very slow to level up, so having a lot of them on hand would be really inconvenient in the grand scheme of things. Having them concentrate on just a couple like that usually isn't my style for these runs. I usually like to go with a team of 3 to 5 for the most part. But, like I said, Dratini's level up way too slow for the most part for me to really think that's going to be viable. Because there's only so much time I can spend grinding away for hours and hours and hours on end. I mean, it's already eating up too much time as is with some games. I was spending my time grinding yesterday for the most part. And got no episodes done because of it. Yeah, there's no point in giving it a nickname. I'd probably just call it Cutter or something again. But yeah, we should probably get heading out. Yeah, I'll take your phone number just because I have to. It's story relevant, you can't delete it. You must keep his number for forever. And the potion will probably be helpful too, but I'm not too worried about that right now. I mean, we'll use it in our rival battle if we have to. I'm hoping that won't be necessary, but we'll see. Okay, let's try and hit from here. as few encounters as possible, hopefully. Though I'll probably kill everything that gets in my way. Try and pick up a few levels if I can. I expect Hoot Hoot to drive me nuts with growl attacks. Though it may just run up and pop me in the face. Color me surprised, I figured it was going to just start growling all night long. Ah, here it comes. Well, at least its growls are more intimidating than Rosette's, man. Rosette growls at and you almost have to laugh. I mean, she's a dog with almost no teeth. I mean, when the kitten can beat you up, you got problems. Especially when you weigh, you know, like 20-some pounds. Like, come on, dog, fight back. Rosette's like, I can't fight back. The cat's got claws. Gonna give it to me right across the face. So yeah, Rosette loses and fights the kittens. Yet she's not above attacking dogs that are bigger than her. I don't get it. Like, she'll go like straight for the jugular when it comes to dogs that are bigger than her. But it comes to something smaller and she runs away scared. Like, she sees a hamster or something, she's like, I gotta run! It's smaller than me! That means it's meaner! Like what, dog? Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't get her at all sometimes. Then again, this is the same dog that when she was a puppy would run away from fans. She's like, magic wind, I must run away! They don't bug her nowadays, but yeah. When she was a puppy, she'd feel a fan blowing on her and she'd try and run away from it, like, super scared. And everyone else would just laugh at her. I may not get a level up before the fight happens, I don't know. Depends on how much experience I get here, I suppose. Man, I figured I'd hit up at least one level by the time I got to the rival battle. That's surprising. And I apologize if I tapped the mic there. I guess we may get it. Of course, now I'm gonna wish I picked up the berry, probably. And I missed on the tackle attack. Gosh darn it. Shoot. And here comes the berry to help save me. I'm not too worried about when we fight, Cyndaquil right now. I mean, I can always use up a potion if I have to. Oh, why couldn't I have gotten that earlier? Before I got hit with Growl. That stuff usually gets cancelled out, doesn't it, when you get critical hits? I know it usually bypasses all other kinds of defensive techniques. Reflex, light screens, doesn't matter. Gosh darn it. Again? I took 2 steps that time. Wasn't fair. But yeah, if I did the fighting run, I did have plans to pick up a Hitmonlee early on. I figured Hitmonlee would have been my best option, really. On the grounds that Hitmonlee gets, you know, decent stab moves with rolling kick and high jump kick and stuff like that. Which is a lot better than, you know, Hitmonchan, which gets all those elemental punches it can't use. Look at me, I can throw an ice punch, but it does butt kiss because my special stat's terrible. And you're like, you have to scratch your head at Hitmonchan. Like, all those utility moves that'd be useful on, you know, a Kadabra or something, and it's completely useless on a Pokemon that's signature move is it can learn these elemental punches. I guess when they designed Hitmonchan, they really should have put a bigger emphasis on being a fighting type that had a high special attacks. Basically, you know, the fighting version of Alakazam. You know, then it probably would have been awesome back in Gen 1, Gen 2, because you're like, you know, it's got this high special stat. It's basically, you know, a fighting version of Kadabra. You know, doesn't really make sense with fighting being physical, but its elemental punches were special, so that should have been what they went with it. But instead, they spread out too evenly, and it just really sucked. And I can't imagine running a Hitmontop, to be honest, in a fighting run either. I mean, Hitmontop's got way too much focus on defense for me for the most part. You know, if I think fighting types, I usually just think straight up brawlers, like Machamp or something. You know, it might be slow, but it hits hard when it does hit. Yeah, you're visiting your old friend, Mr. Pokémon, which is why we never heard of in the previous game. Because we gotta keep building on the mythology as they make more and more games and create more and more regions. Wonder when they're gonna run out of new regions and new Pokemon ideas. Well, I guess I've gotten to that point already, haven't you, with having new forms for them. Let's have an Executor that, is part dragon. Well, it was an idea, at least, I guess. And I have to admit, I would like to catch an Ice Vulpix one of these days. I just never can bring myself to spend time on my 3DS actually playing through Sun and Moon. I actually have both. Actually, I think they're both, like, right near my foot, too. Assuming I didn't put them on my shelf yet. Whatever, I gotta go deliver this egg. Got work to do. But yeah, the fighting run I imagine would suffer some problems itself. Mostly because I'd end up probably running very few Pokemon in it. I mean, there's just not that many fighting types to be had, really. I mean, you basically got Heracross, Machop, Mankey, and then, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, Hitmontop, and Tyrogue. I mean, I'm sure that I might have missed one or two out there, too, but fighting this type's not a very, common type, back in the day. There's a lot more now, I suppose, with how many Pokemon they've made over the years. With Blaziken, Infernape, and the list probably goes on to 100 or so, knowing my luck, but... yeah. Back in the day, we had only a couple fighting types, and we liked it. It's just too bad only, two of them were really any good. I don't want to hit on Machop too hard, but it's just too slow for my liking. It takes a lot of abuse very quickly, so if you don't switch it in on the right time, it's just going to get slaughtered. And Mankey's problem is that it's fast, or Primate, but it can't take a hit for anything, so anything that can survive its fury is going to counter it hard. So yeah. Well, great. It leered at me. Well, now I'm gonna have to growl at it. And damn you for being faster, Cyndaquil. Well, at least we got it back down to normal damage, I suppose. Normal being 3 here. Come on, just a little bit more. I mean, we're almost done with this episode. We just have to beat our rival, report in, and reveal his name. And then, listen to that one guy, I guess. Seriously? Well, at least he missed to make up for it. Got me close there. I'll give you that. And I'll spare everyone the 69ing joke for a change, I guess. But I still brought it up, didn't I? Yeah, I won. Just hand over your $Pokédollars and get lost, loser. Seriously. Well, let's get moving. I gotta drop off this egg, so let's just bypass everybody. Not that there's anyone that wants to fight us here. Just, bypass all the tall grass. Yeah, we're almost to New Bark Town. I mean, come on. Just a little bit more. And man, my back's starting to hurt right now. I can feel it aching horribly. Yeah, it was. I just fought the guy who took it. Wasn't very good either. Yeah, I got his name for you. What? If I'm gonna be Draco, he might as well be Weasley. I don't care which of the Weasley faners you want him to be. Probably Ronald, though. Ronald Billis Weasley. I mean, let's face it, if I'm gonna be named Draco, I might as well go that route. Plus, I'm obviously gonna be cheating at some point or other to get the dragon, so I'm definitely worthy of being Slytherin in this run. I'm a dirty cheater and proud of it. Plus, we'll probably be running one of their changes as a Paraflincher, so we're gonna be fighting dirty too. We don't fight fair if we can get away with it. Well, at least this way we can get our Pokemon balls and head out into the world looking for a dragon. I may have to consider revisiting one of these runs at some point. Though I am running out of ideas for mono runs unless I want to revisit them or do a new challenge run. Unknowns do come to mind repeatedly. I just don't like the idea of it overall, because it'd be very time consuming. Because I know what I'd have to do. I'd have to catch a lot of variety of unknowns and find the ones with the elemental attacks I need. Which means a lot of time spent on fighting them over and over and over again, throwing various Pokemon at them to learn just what their type is for their hidden power. And then hoping I find ones with good hidden powers, but I wouldn't know that until they hit like level 50. But yeah, that does it for this episode. Next time, we'll make our way to Cherry Grove. Actually, yeah. Or is it Violet City for the gym battle? We had to go to Cherry Grove, didn't we? Yeah. I'm starting to get those two confused right now for some reason. I don't know why. Till next time, then. See ya.